Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast, episode 20. I'm super stoked to be here. Thanks a lot for joining me today. One of the things we like to talk about, you hear us touting about it all the time. We post about it all the time. We write about it all the time. It's in our podcasts. Nutrition. I know you hate that word, but we've been doing this a long time, and we see the lowest hanging fruit to optimize people's fitness journeys, their strength, their endurance, their body composition, everything. And that is nutrition. And it just gets overlooked. We just see there's a need. So we always want to talk about it to help you guys get to your nutrition needs and your fitness goals as quickly as possible. But so today I'm going to go over some ways that you can properly fuel your workout. All right. I'm going to jump into it right now. Episode 20. Let's go. Strength Warehouse presents Go Heavy or Go Home podcast. I am your host, Nate Boley. In this podcast, we talk about strength, fitness, nutrition, and all things Strength Warehouse related. All right, guys, let's get into it. 5 ways you can fuel your workout. So we get this all the time. I hear it all the time. I just don't have any energy to hit in the gym. I see it all the time. You know, people are just lacking energy. They're not putting the intensity they can potentially have in a workout. And that is really a huge key thing. If you're going to the gym and just going through the motions, you're not going to be getting results the way you want to as fastly as possible, right? So you have to have adequate energy to be able to put the intensity into the workout so you get to the results as fast as possible and you continue to make more results. So I want to talk about 5 different ways to fuel your workout so you can have energy. And nutrition is so overlooked in this aspect. And so I want to kind of go into 5 different tips that I have to properly fuel your workout. Nutrition is such a key aspect to your fitness journey, your life, your longevity of life, your quality of life, your endurance, your performance, everything. It just plays a huge role. And like I said before, we just see a huge opportunity to help people out get better on this. There's a lot of different factors that go into you feeling like you have low energy during a workout, right? Most of the time, we can attribute this, or we do attribute this to something like I stayed up too late, my kids kept me up, I didn't sleep well, work, stress, blah, 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 blah. All of those, I'm not saying are not true. And there's definitely areas where we can improve and work on for sure. And those types of things are probably never going to go away in your life. They might be low one month, they might be high the next month. We don't really know what's going to happen, but sometimes they're out of our control, right? But we can continue to work on them. But anyway, that aside, nutrition needs to be considered, and we can absolutely and should take advantage of things like pre, intra, and post workout. So let me just kind of break those down. Pre is something that you do before a workout. Intra is something you do while you're working out, and post is something you do after you work out, right? We can do this. We can start to dial these things in, and we can start to really get a good handle on our performance, and we can also take an edge. And so this made more sense to me this last weekend than it has in a long time. I used to be so into pre-workout stuff, intra-workout stuff, post-workout stuff, because I had goals and I wanted to get to those goals as fast as possible. And over my 17 years now, going on 18 of lifting, I just kind of got away from it. It was boring. Stuff got expensive. It got hard. Life got hard. I opened a gym, whatever. I just stopped kind of doing it, but I still see myself doing some of this stuff. But this last weekend, I've done lots of powerlifting meets, and I always struggle. And I even told Megan, my wife, that I was like, man, I'm having a hard time figuring out what I want to take to the meet to optimally fuel my performance at the day, with also constricting things like there's no microwave, there's no refrigerator, there's just nothing around. Well, anyway, I had a really good dinner the night before, right? And so without going into it yet, because that's actually my number 5 one, I did all the things that I'm going to tell you to do, and I had a stellar performance. I took first place. I broke records. I qualified for world championships. I felt good the whole day. I usually have muscle cramps, and I usually have fatigue, and I'm usually tired, and I usually break myself afterwards, during the course of the meet somehow. So I just dialed in my pre, intra, and post workout stuff for the meet, and I was on fire. So anyway, I'm just going to get into it real quick. I've got 5 tips for you to fuel your workouts. The first one is a pre-workout snack. So this should be something. This should be something on the way to the gym that you're just going to eat or drink or whatever you got, and it should have high protein and high carbs. We want energy, and we want branched chain amino acids, and we want proteins floating around in the blood, so it can help you repair the muscles and help you fuel those workouts. Now, caffeine and there's a bunch of different stuff you can use, stimulants, and you can use nitric oxide and all that type of stuff. I'm not really talking about that type of stuff. Yeah, it's great, it works awesome, I use some of it myself, but I'm just talking about some actual nutritional food. But if you can't do that, you should be able to, like, the night before, prep something up, whether that's going to be like a banana and a protein shake, or some kind of fruit in a protein shake. That's pretty much my go-to pre-workout, and then some caffeine as well. Apple and peanut butter, yogurt and berries. It should be something that's easy to digest, and it's not going to feel heavy in your stomach. So it's going to give you energy, but it's not going to upset you at all. It's not going to make you have to go to the bathroom or anything like that. It's just going to be solid, and it's going to give you energy so you can put that effort into the workout, right? Number 2 is definitely post-workout. I think the pre-workout and the post-workout are the lowest hanging fruit you can actually see huge benefits on. So this should be, it can be, it doesn't have to be. I like it to be, so my personal pre or post-workout is, again, protein powder with collagen protein and regular protein, whey protein, and then some type of berries or strawberry or orange or banana or some type of fruit, because it's got really good sugars for you. It's got nutrients, it's got vitamins, it's got minerals, and then you also get the protein. It's going to spike your insulin nice and high, drive all that protein into the muscles, start repairing the muscles from day one or from minute 1, right after you start working out, right? And then, and this is more of like a higher athlete type of thing, like a performance athlete like myself. But you do that, and then an hour later you're eating again, because you want that stuff. Your muscles are so primed for nutrients and proteins and stuff like that. After you work out, it's going to suck all that stuff up like a sponge, and you're going to be hungry again. And so if you're trying to drive your game up, you should be doing that and then eating again. And that's going to be some kind of meal, right? It's going to be like, white potatoes, some kind of rice, chicken or steak or something like that. Something that's going to be like a full balanced meal. It doesn't have to be super heavy on the fats. You want it to be, again, easy to digest, because you want all that uptake of the nutrients into your bloodstream and your muscles as fast as possible. But we have these, recovery drinks, like O2 recovery drinks or Fit Aid recovery drinks, or sometimes we, bless you guys with a little bit of the protein drinks, which we'll probably get again. Seemed like everybody liked those. But you just want something. Your body's ready to uptake nutrients and start rebuilding as soon as you're done with your workout. And if you're kind of struggling with getting some, results, or, just want to up your game a little bit, definitely give this a try. And Tiara, our nutrition coach, can absolutely give you some great tips on what to eat, what to have. But yeah, but those Fit Aids and O2s and stuff like that, they are specifically designed for recovery type stuff. Now, you can drink them pre-workout and intra-workout as well, which comes to my next one is, intra-workout. Intra-workout, you want carbohydrates, you want some BCAAs, so your muscles aren't trying to break down as much. You have some BCAAs floating in the system, which are branched chain amino acids. They are the building blocks of protein. Sports drinks, I almost always drink some kind of Gatorade, whether it's a sugar-free one or one of the regular sugar ones during my workout, with sometimes some kind of pre-workout in there with a little extra caffeine, a little extra branched chain amino acids, some L-citrulline, which helps expand your blood vessels so you get the blood flowing through your body faster. All this type of stuff really, really helps. Now, that's you're not going to notice a ton during the intra workout unless your goal is to just gain as much weight as possible. I was doing like those rice crackers and protein shakes blended up during my intra workout, and I gained like 20 pounds of muscle like so fast because my body was constantly getting nutrients and just driving it right into the cells. All right, number 4 is sports drinks. Again, Fit Aid, Gatorade, something that has electrolytes in it that can help with muscle cramps. When you're sweating and we're working hard, we're definitely expending the electrolytes, which is really good for muscle contractions, brain function, heart function, all that type of stuff. You have to have it. A good indicator that you might be imbalanced in electrolytes is muscle cramps. So if you're starting to feel muscle cramps, you can definitely benefit from taking some electrolytes and stuff like that. Again, those are in all those recovery drinks that we have as well. You can get like powdered ones, all different types of stuff that has it. But yeah, those are great. The other thing is when we drink a lot of water, and we recommend people drink quite a bit of water, like close to a gallon of water a day, you also will flush your system out too. So you go to the bathroom quite a bit, which can aid in flushing electrolytes. So if you're drinking a lot of water, especially in the summertime when it's hot, we're sweating, we're working out, we're out in the wilderness doing our things, extra the electrolytes will help for sure. All right, number 5 is during an event. You want to make sure that you are fueled up properly for an event, especially a powerlifting meet. It is all day long. It was like a 7-hour event for me, which is a pretty short one. Most of the time, they're like 9 hours. So you definitely want to have a good meal the night before. Like I ate good. I had a giant steak, a few potatoes, a salad, some corn, and then a protein shake right before I went to bed. I was nice and fueled up, had all my sodium in there, had all my electrolytes, all that type of stuff. The next morning, I ate really good as well. I had 4 eggs, 5 pieces of bacon, 2 pieces of toast with peanut butter on it, and then a protein shake. And so that was my breakfast. I went and got a sandwich later on. I had some protein bars, and I had some trail mix. I had a donut. And I'm not saying you need to eat super, super, super healthy during a powerlifting meet. I'm just saying if you want optimal performance for a day, you have to make sure you're intaking calories. I had a couple of recovery drinks. I had 2 Fit Aids. I didn't drink both of them. I only drank one. But a little bit of caffeine for the midday right after bench press. And you're kind of like, I'm kind of tired. I want to go home. But you still got deadlift to go. So a little bit of that helps. Again, electrolytes, all that type of stuff that really, 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 really helps during a meet. If you are not properly fueled, you will not do your optimal performance, and you'll probably do subpar. So you might not even get the lifts that you usually get in a gym, or you might bomb out because you don't hit the lifts, whatever happens. So I contribute a lot of my success this last weekend in the powerlifting meet to me just buttoning down and just going to the store and just buying stuff and then actually eating it. That's a big thing. Like I'm not super hungry usually when I'm in a powerlifting meet because most of the time I've drinking enough caffeine and I've got some nerves going and my stomach just doesn't super feel good. So I forced myself to eat something quite a bit, and I really, really think that it made a solid improvement in my performance on the platform. So I will be doing that again and again and again. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you. 5 tips, how to fuel your workouts. Again, if you need more guidance and more help, feel free to reach out. Tiara is more than willing to sit down with you and come up with some ideas. But at the very least, grab one of those drinks on the way in and way out, and just make sure you're eating something right before you go to work. Right before you go to work out. So, put something in the refrigerator the night before. That's going to be the biggest thing. If you don't have the energy to work out, grab something to eat. I don't care what it is, something. You're going to burn off the calories anyway during the workout. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. And thanks a lot for joining us today. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks for joining us on this epic journey of strength. If you liked this episode, please leave us a review and share with a friend. To stay connected, hit that subscribe button. All right, until next time, go heavy or go home.